Well, let's talk about legal aid, right? So back in the day, you could get legal aid for most things if you had issues or disputes with someone. However, a few years ago, they took away legal aid, so you can only have it for certain things. Now, I've been thinking about this a lot recently because I've had trouble like getting a solicitor, on a no-win, no-fee. And it just makes me think, because I actually think that I have a valid issue, like I have a valid dispute in regards to my care and how my ex-employers treated me. So, I just don't understand like why I have to go to all these places, like have the runaround when it should be just a straight case of someone's whistle blown and they go straight to a solicitor and they actually can get legal aid. And I think there's a bit of a disparity between sometimes these pointless human rights cases and someone that hasn't really paid into the system being allowed to have that legal aid, and sometimes it runs into the thousands, isn't it? The hundreds of thousands if it's a big European court human rights case. And some of them are founded and some of them are not, and you have these criminals from abroad coming here, human traffickers, drug dealers, and they're allowed legal aid. Yeah, I've worked most of my adult life and, and I've only ever had legal aid once. And how I feel about this is, why am I not allowed legal aid? I did put this to the Ministry of Justice, and it's like my plight. And as usual, when you write to these elitists, you get nowhere. So clearly, the Ministry of Justice and most of the Cabinet Office, which are clearly Tory, don't care. They don't care about the little man. So basically, you can have serious safeguarding issues with vulnerable adults in the community. You can have someone whistleblow and no one gives a toss. Absolutely no one gives a toss. In fact, they're more interested in my cannabis usage than they are in the perpetrator who was causing the abuse in the first place of one of my clients. So that's the state of affairs today, I'm afraid. You have a serious issue, you need serious care, you'll have your care stopped. No one gives a toss, especially if they have to put more money into the coffers for you. You ain't going to get it because, as you know, it's all about cutbacks. And, you're going to have nowhere to turn, right? Because the local ombudsman is only there to protect the local authorities, okay? Other investigatory bodies, they just brush the big cases under the carpet unless it goes to the media, and or unless it's really big, like Winterbourne and things like that. And what they try to do then is the little cases, what's common is they drive the worker out of the company. They stress them out so much. So what you find is you have all these social workers stressed out that's left their jobs because they weren't happy with the care and treatment of their client. And that's in childcare as well as adult care. And there's no one for them. There's nobody for them. So you whistleblow and you're outcasted as if you're disfellowshipped from the Jehovah's Witnesses, let me tell you. In fact, I've been disfellowshipped from the Jehovah's Witnesses, or one of my mates has, and I know what it's like. It's like you're the outcast. You may as well get a dose of leprosy or COVID-19. And that's basically what it's like in social care. You do something wrong, and you might as well, make out you got your leprosy, because as soon as you do something wrong, focus turns away from what the main issue of what I had wrong with me was, serious safeguarding issues. And it's all about my mental health. So what can you do? What can you do? But they need to bring legal aid back, and they need to start considering, justice. Real justice.